In Austin, as we are still a couple of months away from the next Texas legislative session, but already getting a look at some of the items on the upcoming agenda. A North Texas lawmaker filing a bill that would prevent anyone from under the age of 18 from using social media. Now this morning we're asking you if you agree. You can vote by going to our website, WFAI.com/vote now, and so far 80% of you say no. Meanwhile, Natalie Haddad is in our newsroom this morning with more insight on what this could mean. And this is not the first time that this idea has come up, Natalie. There are a lot of people who think kids should not be on social media. They question, though, whether or not a law is the way to keep them off.
Absolutely. Now, Mark, there is already a new Texas law in place that requires parental consent for children to create a social media account. That went into effect this past September. But Republican Representative Jared Patterson out of Frisco, he's trying to take it a step further by banning social media for minors. Patterson filed the bill Wednesday. The bill keeps social media platforms from allowing people younger than 18 to use social media to the extent permitted by federal law. Patterson calls this an effort to protect the mental health of young minds and even their lives.
They take them down these rabbit holes with these algorithms that target young people and take them down to health disorders, not to mention the so-called challenges where kids have literally lost their lives by trying to complete some ridiculous challenge on social media.
Now, WFAA spoke to a Colleyville mother of two teenage girls. She admits there are cons to social media, as Representative Patterson described, and she called it a struggle every day to be vigilant against predators online or even negative uses of AI like deepfakes. But this mother also admits social media is part of our everyday lives, and there are pros to using it too.
She puts out all kinds of very, very creative things because she loves videography, she loves photography, and so it's a way for her to have a creative outlet and show her creativity to the world.
So that is how her daughters use social media. Now, the bill also requires age verification for new users. What that would look like yet, we do not know. Now, in the next hour, 6 a.m., hear more about how parents get involved with their kids' social accounts to keep them safe. Mark?
Yeah, this is a fascinating topic, Natalie, and we've covered it in our digital parenting series about a lot of the experts saying kids should not be on social media, but should government be the source to keep them off? Some legal challenges involving the First Amendment concerns?
You know, as we know, the First Amendment protects free speech. It also protects children. Now, social media platforms are a place for free speech. Look at how X, or formerly known as Twitter, has evolved. Now, this means government can't simply ban kids from social media just because they're not 18 yet. Again, because free speech is protected and so are children. So lawmakers would have to prove that a real problem exists here and prove that restricting free speech is the necessary way to solve this problem. Mark?
Well, it is a problem. We'll see if this is the right solution, Natalie. Thank you for that. And we have certainly seen some school districts try to step in when it comes to phones in classrooms, kind of taking a look at this issue from a wider view. So you can find out more by going to WFAI.com/digital parenting to look at some of the different pieces we have covered on this topic. Also the research on just how disruptive phones can be at schools. Again, WFAI.com/digital parenting.